And we begin with that breaking news we've been following this evening in the search for answers for that tragedy on Metro.
The National Transportation Safety Board has just released its preliminary report into Monday's incident where that smoke filled the tunnel near L'Enfant Station.
Now, as you no doubt know by now, one woman died from breathing in that smoke there in that tunnel. More than 80 others were injured. Mike Canine is live now at L'Enfant Station. And tonight, Mike, you've spent the past hour or so looking through this preliminary report, and you've been talking to riders there as well. What have you learned? What can you tell us now?
Leon, the NTSB's preliminary report says investigators found severe electrical arcing to the third rail as well as electrical cables here at L'Enfant Plaza in Southwest Washington. This happened Monday, and it happened about 1,100 feet ahead of that stranded Yellow Line train with all those passengers stranded on board. They released these pictures of the electrical arcing damage. The report found that Monday's malfunction continued for 44 minutes before the Metro Transit Agency shut off power to the affected rail. According to the NTSB report, Monday's malfunction started at 3:06 p.m. when an electrical breaker tripped. It says Metro started ventilating the tunnel 10 minutes later, but the NTSB says Metro did not shut down power to the affected rail until 3:50 p.m., echoing DC leaders who've said that's what delayed the emergency response.
I don't think that they are prepared to deal with emergencies.
At the Ballston Metro station this morning and Twinbrook this afternoon, firefighters responded to reports of smoke. Metro says there was a common arcing insulator problem, but with no emergency or evacuations, the only impact today was single tracking.
Don't really get too concerned about it. They seem to be on it.
Crazy.
Still, after Monday's incident at L'Enfant Plaza that led to the death of 61-year-old Carol Glover, which the medical examiner attributes to acute respiratory failure due to smoke exposure, many Metro riders say they're feeling anxious.
I guess it makes you think a little more about riding Metro.
I'm always looking around and I sit close to the doors.
I don't have a choice. I don't own a car. I have to take the Metro to get where I'm going, but I worry.
Despite their trepidation and frustration with Metro, some riders say it's important to keep perspective.
I mean, if you think about it as one incident for how many train rides, it's probably still even safer than flying, which is safer than driving, so I don't know.
NTSB's investigation expected to last for many months. They're currently reviewing maintenance records, previous events, emergency response, and evacuation plans, also conducting interviews with personnel involved. The D.C. government report, an internal report at that response by first responders, expected to be released as soon as tomorrow. Meanwhile, the funeral for Carol Glover is set for Monday. Reporting live in Southwest Washington, Mike Canine, ABC 7 News.
Mike, thank you, and count on ABC 7 and the 7 on Your Side investigative team to keep pushing for answers on that tragic day on the Metro. We will continue pouring through this just released report, and we'll bring you new details as soon as we learn them. Leon.
All right, Allison.